So you want to get started in the sport of bodybuilding. Listen, I am not mad at you, honey, because I absolutely loved my time as a competitor. I'm an IFBB Pro. I had the honor of stepping on the Olympia stage, and I wouldn't trade my experience on the stage for anything in the world. In fact, I always encourage women who come to me that have this bucket list of competing and they wonder whether or not it's too late for them to get on stage. I say, honey, listen, it's never too late. As long as they have a master's category, as long as they have an open category, as long as they have a stage and they are taking entries, honey, it is never too late. And that's what I want to talk about today, particularly if you are a woman over the age of 35 who's looking to step on stage, because it's at 35 and up, honey, that the master's classes begin. And don't you get it twisted, because these master's competitors be bringing it on the stage, honey. Okay, listen, you've got that muscle density on your side. You got that lowered estrogen for a lot of you on your side that's going to help you get harder and leaner as well. So if getting on stage is on your bucket list, honey, this conversation today is for you. Now, I have had the great privilege of helping women who are in their 40s, in their 50s and up to earn their pro cards in the IFBB and in several of the natural orgs. So when I'm telling you that the sky is the limit, it really is. And that depends on your genetics, structure, your starting point, and how long you've been competing in general. But there are two phases that I want to talk about today that you need to consider when it comes to getting ready for a show. I always say that your contest prep begins well before you even begin the prep. What does that mean? For those of you who are experienced competitors and you've done shows before, your contest prep starts the moment you step off your stage in your final show of the season. For those of you who've never competed before, your contest prep begins in what I call the pre-prep phase. So today, we're going to break down the difference between your pre-prep phase and your pre-contest phase. But let me ask you this. Go down to the comments right now and tell me, are you an experienced competitor or are you someone who is aspiring? What division do you want to go ahead into? Are you figure, bikini, wellness, physique, bodybuilding? What is it? Go ahead and post that down below and tell us how old you are. Let's go ahead and get each other inspired. So the first thing that you need to do before you step out there, honey, is you need to make sure this body and mind is right. Bodybuilding is more of a mental game than anything. I mean, yeah, the physical aspect is there, the training, the diet, all that stuff. But if you don't have the mental toughness to be able to tough it out all the way to the end, honey, you are not going to survive this prep. Contest prep will have you questioning your sanity. It'll have your emotions up and down. It'll have you judging every inch of yourself and just going absolutely insane if you allow it to. But if you really take time before you go into your contest prep to work on your mindset, to really work on your body, to bring yourself to a place where you don't have to move heaven and earth to get ready for a show. If you can do that before you begin your actual prep, this is going to be a lot easier of a process. So what is it that you got to do? The first thing you need to do is take an honest look at your physique. Where are you right now? If you need to lose weight, if your body fat is pretty high right now, you need to focus on getting your body fat down. You need to focus on losing weight. For some of you, that might mean that your contest prep isn't for another 6 months to a year, maybe even a little longer, especially if you have more weight to lose. First, take on that task. Bring your body to a point where you're at a nice level of conditioning, and we can be able to see clearly what division you would fit best in, which leads to the next thing. You got to put together a program that's going to help you to build your physique in the smartest way possible. Now, we've talked about the shape that the judges love to see on stage, and that is the X frame. Make sure that you go ahead and you check out that video. And it doesn't matter what division you're in, the X frame still is something that we like to see. It's just posed differently, and it's of different sizes and shapes and conditioning between the different divisions, but make no mistake, it is still there. So what that's going to mean is that you're going to have to sit down, take a look at your body and see what parts need to be brought up and how you can do that in the most efficient and effective way. And I would even say the pre-prep phase is a point where you want to take care of all that mental mind tappy stuff, any kind of food trauma or any kind of eating issues that you might have. This is the time to get this out of the way. Because honey, you don't want them rearing their ugly heads during your pre-contest phase. Now, what I'm saying right now is firing you up, and you really want to learn how to get on track the right way, the healthy way, and the smart way. I want you to go ahead and download my contest prep crash course ebook. It's totally free, and it's going to tell you everything that you need to do in order to get to your show the right way, the healthy way, and the smart way. Listen, I can only fit so much into this video, so honey, make sure you get your hands on that. Click the link down below or scan the QR code that you see on the screen. And stay to the very end, because I'm going to be holding a seminar in a few weeks that is going to blow your mind and take all the stuff that we're talking about in this video today. I'm going to expand that in a 2-hour virtual seminar that is perfect for those of you who want to step on the stage within the next year, 6 months, or even within the next few weeks. So stick around, I'll tell you more about that. Now, once you're ready and your body is at a place where, again, you don't need to move heaven and earth in order to get ready for a show, body fat is a little bit more on the athletic side. We'll talk about that in the seminar. This is where you want to go ahead and take a look at what shows are coming up and when you want to step on stage. You need to give yourself enough time to prep, honey. Okay, listen, 12 weeks ain't enough. Okay, 8 weeks ain't enough. You need a full 16 to 20 weeks. And if this is your first time out, 20 weeks is perfect. If you're someone who's a little bit more seasoned, 16 weeks may be perfect for you. It really just depends on your starting point. And this is where working with a great coach can help you out. Your number one goal when it comes to competitions and prep is to keep as much muscle on as possible as you get leaner and leaner. And that's tough to do as a natural athlete. So you got to make sure you're not starving yourself. You got to make sure you're getting enough protein in the diet. You got to make sure that even if you go low carbs, that you're not going so low that it's detrimental to your goals. And also, you got to make sure that you're not spending hours upon 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 hours of cardio. Oh my stars. If I can tell you how many times I have seen a body ruined, a perfectly good shaped body ruined on a stage because of the over-reliance of cardio, honey, I'd be a millionaire. Training smarter is the key. Training hard is a part of it. But if you're just training hard for the sake of training hard and it's really giving you the opposite of what you need, it's making you flat, it's making you stringy, it's making you look absolutely crazy, then you need to be doing something completely different. And a lot of times you find coaches who over-rely on cardio in order to get their clients to be leaner, and they start starving them with these super low-calorie diets or eating just chicken and asparagus and tilapia for every meal. That is not the way to prep. And if you need to do that, you need to either find another coach or choose another show. Look, this contest prep stuff, it's science, but it's not rocket science. Yes, it is more than just trying to lose weight. It is more than just trying to put on muscle. There is a lot more nuance to it. But with consistency, with work, and with the right support behind you, the sky is the limit, and you can do really well. And I've seen it with my own competitors. So I'm sitting here and telling you, if you are 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, it does not matter. You still can do amazingly on stage. And you want to give yourself a chance in that opportunity. Yes, step on stage in the master's classes, but don't be afraid to go into the open classes as well. You deserve to be up there as much as anyone, regardless of your age. Now, I told you about a seminar that I'm having that you have got to check out if you're someone who's looking to step on stage in the next few months or even the next year or so. And if you have some weight to lose beforehand, you got to put on some muscle before you're ready to do that show, that's fine. This seminar is actually perfect for you because we're going to break down exactly what the pre-prep phase looks like, how you can go ahead and get that weight loss going, how you can go ahead and build up your physique to make sure that you have that great X frame. So when it's time to start prepping for your show, you're ready to go. And we're also going to spend time talking about what does the pre-contest phase actually look like, especially when you're putting it together in a smart way. What are some of the things that the judges look for? What shapes, sizes, and body types, what genetics work well with which divisions? We're going to break that all down in a 2-hour seminar that's going to be live and virtual, so you can watch it anywhere in the world. If this is something that interests you, go ahead and scan the QR code that you see right here on the screen, or click the link down below and get yourself signed up right now. These tickets are gonna sell out, so make sure that you go ahead and you get them. And I keep talking about this X-frame thing, and if you've never heard of this before, you don't know how to build an X-frame, honey, I got you covered. Go ahead and check out this next video over here and let's talk about it, because this is what's gonna help you to win shows. I'll see you over there.